With the likes of the Mahindra TUV300 and that of the KUV100, which I recently drove, Mahindra has concreted its name as being a solid, reliable and affordable automaker within our market. That's why I was really excited to get a lot of time to spend behind the wheel of this, the all-new Pik-Up, and see what it has to offer. So you join me here in a nice fun holiday location. Sea and waves lapping next to me, kids playing and having fun. Ultimately in the correct vehicle, in this, a leisure lifestyle vehicle, the new Pik-Up. Now on the outside you'll notice they've made some visual changes. They've made it ultimately more handsome, more bold and more rugged. But where a lot of the visual improvements come, and a lot of the improvements overall, is this interior space. It's now a much more comfortable place to be seated and more luxurious than that, say, of the predecessor. In here now you've got a touchscreen based media system in the center, quick launch to jump into your various options, and the likes of navigation as well as Bluetooth streaming and telephony. Ultimately, they really have improved the interior a long way in the new Pik-Up. So let's get it out onto the road and see what it's like to drive. Now, this being the end of year holiday time of year, it's places like this where you're going to be spending a lot of time during the journey on open motorways, and well, let's face it, this is a 4x4, so on a mixed variety of surfaces. And I must say, this Mahindra Pik-Up Doublecab delivers quite an impressive performance all round. In terms of power delivery, the Pik-Up is powered by Mahindra's M-Hawk 2.2 litre turbo diesel motor. It develops 103 kilowatts of power and 320 newton meters of torque. But the impressive part is the torque's deliverable from a low 1600 RPM. So despite it being a fairly small and rather economic motor, it still manages to be rather peppy and feel like the power is available when you need it. All the power is mated to a 6-speed manual gearbox, which is shift to the smooth and overall easy to operate. Now, as I said before I started the journey, the interior is where the Mahindra has really moved on in leaps and bounds. It's a lot more lifestyle orientated than it ever used to be. The previous generation was more utility, more of a workday, everyday workhorse. This here now feels like, yes, it can still tackle the rough jobs. It's still quite a work-inspired vehicle, but at the same time, they've improved a lot in terms of overall creature comforts here. For example, these seats are more comfortable. You've got these nice little drop-down armrests, and you've got some impressive media features. The Mahindra therefore offers quite a lot in the way of an overall lifestyle vehicle. But where you find it's also rather impressive is this being the 4x4 variant. It rides at 210 millimeters off the ground, so the ride height's impressive. It also rides on 245 17 16-inch tires. When you couple this with the rotary dial at the center, which lets you select the likes of either 2 high, 4 high, or even 4 low for when it gets rugged, and select 4 high, for example, while on the fly, this really is a vehicle which lets you go about and explore the adventure. Now, of course, this being a double cab, it's got a large payload which can be loaded onto the back, 995 kilograms in fact, and 2.5 tons of pulling a brake trailer. That means that, of course, it works for the lifestyle elements of which it's designed around. You also find that the overall design has improved a long way on the outside. You now get the new, meaner looking bumper, the headlights, as well as this S10 version with its LED eyebrows. Mahindra has really gone about improving the look and making it a lot meaner than its predecessor. This flagship version comes in at just below 355,000 Rand, and for that price you really are getting rather a lot in terms of the offering. It competes against the likes, for example, of the JMC Vigus and GWM Steed. But I must say, for its price, at just below 355,000 Rand, including Mahindra's 5-year 90,000 kilometer service plan, the S10 version, this top-of-the-line Scorpio pickup, really does offer rather a lot in terms of reliability, overall spaciousness, and overall an impressive offering.
Technobuck.